Alright guys, and welcome to episode 12, season 4 of this AFC Wimbledon Manager Mode creator. Now, I was going to have 4 games in this episode for you, and I got them all recorded, and then when I tried to import one of the games, which was a game against MK Dons, it just did not work and it crashed my Sony Vegas. So I have this problem once or twice. I don't have it all the time, but you know sometimes these things happen. But anyway, the result against MK Dons was a 1-0 victory to me, and genuinely the goal was the only bit of action in the game, so you're not missing out on anything. It was a Lloyd Road header because I had to play my youth team because it was a midweek game. So yeah, I beat MK Dons 1-0 and I got 3 points from that game, and that would have been the second game in the episode. So moving on to the first game in the episode, which is against Scunthorpe United away from home. We started off pretty decently in the 17th minute. Luke Moore got the ball. He had a shot, but he fired it just past the post, and then he got the ball again in the 24th minute. He was up against Edwards, and he managed to eventually beat him, put all shots away, and it hit the crossbar and went out for a goal kick. And then, like in the 40th minute, they got a really good break. I mean, it was diagonal onto Nardiello. Nardiello took on the keeper, but he put it past the post, which he really should have scored. And then just before half-time, they had another chance. Nardiello again ran through on goal, and Seb Brown came out and, stopped the shot basically. And then moving on into the second half, we started really well. Adamano picked up the ball off of the defenders, and he saw Luke Moore in the sweaty out position, and we did sweat it out. Not in the sweaty out position. What is a sweaty out position? So yeah, 48 minutes gone, we'd scored a sweaty goal, but it didn't really matter because this is obviously against a computer, and a goal is a goal at the end of the game, and that is what we need. We need the 3 points because we are really chasing Shrewsbury for the last playoff spot. And then in the 67th minute, Midson, who came on as a sub, had a decent chance, but his shot was well saved by the keeper and tipped out for a corner, and this is the corner. Yusuf whipped it in, Wallard with the header, fell to Midson, and as always, I caught the LB button, which chipped it over the bar, so probably would have finished 2-0 if not. I mean, he might have smashed it into the back of the net, but it didn't matter because we picked up the 3 points, and that is all I care about. And then obviously we had the game against MK Dons, which we won 1-0, so we're on a 2-win streak at the minute. Well, in this episode, I don't know if we won our last game of the episode. In the last episode, I said that completely wrong, but I think you might be able to work it out. But anyway, into the game against Rochdale. In the 35th minute, Barnes Homer scored what was a simple tap in after a decent shot by one of their players. It was saved, but it came straight out to him, and he put it away into the back of the net. So they took a 1-0 lead. I was thinking, I was a bit annoyed. I was thinking, oh, we need to get back into this, and we did. Luke Moore from that very, very, very similar position to what he's done many times before. He's very used to picking up a throw in from there, taking the defender and just placing it into the far corner, and he does it brilliantly, to be fair. I mean, when you've got someone that can do something like that, you look at this angle just from behind, the keeper stood no chance. He does it quite a few times, so it's pretty decent. I know that I could probably get a chance or get a goal even from that position. But anyway, moving on into the 68th minute, Adamano hit the ball from a very good shot just outside the edge of the area, and then Barnes Home got in again, but I brought my keeper out. He managed to spoil it, and even though they did get the ball, it did come to absolutely nothing. We managed to defend it well and get it cleared. And then from a free kick, Kiernan gave it to Yusuf. Yusuf had time and space. He gave it to Williams. Williams on the edge of the box had a shot, and he hit the ball, and it bounced away, and my controller disconnected for no entire reason. I'm not really sure. But in the 90th minute, we had one final chance. Luke Moore got the ball. He got onto the edge of the area, and his shot was straight at the keeper. They managed to clear it, and the referee blew for full time. So that game did finish AFC Wimbledon 1, Rochdale 1. So we drew this game, but we won the first 2 games, so I wasn't complaining too much. But then we had the game against Shrewsbury, and at this point we were 5 points behind. We were 7th on so many points, and then Shrewsbury were 5 points clear of us in 6th, so we had to win. It was a must-win game. Even a draw would be a massive dent, because after this there's like 6 games left, I think, and we did not start well at all. Collins got the ball from a sweated out goal, and in the 10th minute they took the lead. But as you can see there in the background, Craig Fagan, I think, actually, sorry. He did get injured and he had to go off. And then another player got injured. As you can see just there in the top left corner, Hazel came off for Goldson. He got injured. And then another player got injured in just before the end of the first half, sorry. So absolute crazy stuff. They were dropping like flies. We had a decent chance, and then we had a massive penalty shot there, but it wasn't given. Seeing it again, it might not have been a penalty, probably been a bit off. But anyway, just before the half-time break, Adamano got in. Adamano had a decent shot, and the keeper saved, and I was thinking it's just going to be one of those games. We pushed them all first half, could not find an equaliser, and then in the 57th minute in the second half, we gave the ball to Adamano. Adamano had like about 3 defenders on him, and I just thought, well, I'm gonna get tackled in a minute, so I'll just shoot. And it somehow went in. I genuinely don't know how it managed to find its way into the back of the net. But it was at this point that, like, even on Shrewsbury's and my players were just absolutely knackered. They were all in, like, orange. As you can see, the stamina is just ridiculous. So there was no pace to the game. Nobody could get control of the ball or even create many good chances. They had a chance in, I think, the 80th minute, but they put it just past the post. So I brought on 3 subs. One of them was Midson. He gave it to Gwilym, who was another one of the subs. He gave it to Porter, but Porter wasn't. He gave it to Moore. Moore got tackled in the box, and in the 90th minute, the ball fell to Charles Adameno, the Black Magic, and he put it away quite expertly. And genuinely, it was pretty lucky, to be fair. I mean, I got tackled in the box and the ball just fell to Adameno, who was there and ready to pounce, and pounced indeed he did. So in the 90th minute, we'd taken a 2-1 victory, and that is a huge win for us, because that means we are now only 2 points behind Shrewsbury with like 6 games to go. So we are easily in the playoff race, and like I said, promotion is what I want this season. So some of you have been asking me to show you my youth squad, so I'm going to show you my youth squad. And the 2 players that I can sign, one of them I'd have to sort the money out to actually offer the contract, and the other one, the Pavel Bezu, who's coming up in a minute, he is absolutely quality, but he's 50 grand signing on fee, and I just don't have that money, so I'll be able to sign him at the start of next season. And obviously, the more youth players that I have in my first team, the better. And for you, those of you that have not seen Max Ledbetter before, trust me, the rest of the guys have been so waiting for him, because look at his stats. He's 62 to 66 centre back, 85 to 91, and then even like I was saying about Pavel Bezer, it's 51 to 69, because I've just signed him, so my people don't really know like how good he is, if that makes sense. But the longer you have them in, the more accurate it all becomes. And then obviously I got my scout report back, and the other 2 have actually finished, but I have no money to send them out, so yeah, I can't exactly even sign anybody at the minute. So it was just a matter of seeing who I would sign if I had the money, and who I wouldn't sign. So I think I rejected 2. Yeah, I rejected this one as well. But we'll move on to the league table now, and as you can see, Shrewsbury are 6th with 39 games played, 71 points. We are 7th with 69 points and 39 games played, so it's going to be such a tight end to the season. If you saw in the top right corner there, it'll come up in a second, I'm sure. The top goal scorers, I think it's Danny Haynes for Coventry. He's got about 27, 28 goals, and then we've got Charles Adameno on 22 and Luke Moore on 21. Sorry, it's the other way around. Luke Moore's got 22, Adameno's got 21, as you can see, and that is just absolutely crazy stuff. I mean, how I've got 2 of my strikers to get over 20 goals is just incredible. I mean, I'm just going to have a look now, actually, how many goals I've got. I've only scored 54 goals, so maybe they're the only goal scorers that I've got, which isn't great, but there you go. If I've got people scoring the goals, then I'm not going to complain too much. And another thing as well, if you look at the goal difference, for Shrewsbury is actually a lot better than mine, although actually looking, the goal difference for Colchester is like equal to mine almost. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode here before I go into too much detail about the league table. If you want to look at the league table closely, you can obviously pause it, so if you want to do that, then just do that. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next episode.